Hi, everybody. Today I'd like to talk about what's the best time of year to sell your home in Citrus County. Have you ever wondered that? Well, we're in Florida, so we have a unique situation. We have people that have saved and saved and saved, and when that retirement hits, they're moving to Florida. They don't care what time of year it is. So, in that regard, we're pretty lucky because we do get a constant stream of buyers into our state on a regular basis. But if we were going to break it down a little more than that, spring is always a great time. You have people within the state, you have people that, are relocating because of their jobs or whatever, that have children in school. So they start in the spring so that when their kids are out of school or summer hits, uh, it's a great time to be moving and taking on that huge task. So spring is always a good time. How about summer? Summer, you do have those same families traveling, taking vacations. So we are still a really good time because there's still plenty of time in the summer to make those decisions. And if the house is priced right and the value is there, they'll jump on it. So because they have the time to look and they're available, the husbands and wives and the kids to make those family decisions, the summer is also a really good time. So what about the winter? Well, we can look at the winter and we can say we got all those snowbirds here. They're loving our weather. They just came from New York, Chicago, some of those colder states where there's a lot of people, and they love it here. And they're like, hey, let's take tomorrow and go house hunting. So, not a bad time for people to sell their houses. I think in the wintertime, we do have less inventory. So if you're a seller and you're on the market because people are thinking spring and summer, and you're going to have more competition against other sellers. So wintertime is really a nice time. I think once you get around the holidays of Thanksgiving and Christmas, it gets a little less because people are really focused on their plans, where they're going, shopping. So winter, like January 1st, there's a lot of homes that are going on the market come the first of the year. And the buyers are back in the game because the holidays are behind them and now they're getting serious again. So wintertime is also a great time. So if I were to say the worst time of year or the least amount of activity is around the Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year holiday. Like I said, people are focused on that, um, their families and traveling, that they're not really out there pounding the pavement and looking at a lot of houses because they got a lot going on in their lives. But you have to still look at the time of year, your inventory levels, because the higher the inventory levels, the more competition. So that's spring, early summer. If you're a seller, the winter time is a good time because the inventory is a lot lower at that time. So maybe a little less buyers, but you still got a pretty good chance because you don't have as much competition too. So, yeah, get with your local realtor. I would love to help in that and, have that conversation about when is the best time for you to be on the market? When is the best time for you to move? Where do you want to be? What is your timeline? If you've got grandkids out playing softball, maybe you need to move, before the spring. So let's just find out what your motivation is and get you where you're going. And I'm sure that, we'll be successful when we market your home and we price it correctly, because those are the things that matter to the buyers more than the time of year. It's just like people have been waiting for the interest rates to drop. It doesn't matter what time of year they drop. If they drop, people are on the hunt. So there's times where it might not really be about the time of the year. It might be about our economic situation. So reach out. I'm here for you. I'd love to have that conversation. My phone number is 352-601-8627. Let's talk about what is the best time for you, and does it match with the market itself, and how can we make that difference? All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.